So we are at the California State Railroad Museum, and we are very excited to go see what's in there. There's the entrance. We're about to walk in. We took a literal train to get here too, on top of it. So staying on theme.
First of all, we're in Sacramento, and we're at the Railroad Museum, and we're in Sacramento for the day. So we'll show you about the museum, and then we're gonna go have lunch, and then we're also just gonna go around Old Sac. And this is my first time in Sacramento, so. Yay, Sacramento. So where we're going, Ryan?
Sacramento.
Sacramento for the day.
Yeah.
Are you excited or are you still mad at me?
I'm so mad. Talk about Pullman here and how, especially African American Pullman, were really big in the labor movement, particularly making sure that they earn tips to earn a living wage. Pullman porters did. Yeah, which I think is super interesting. And also, going back into the history of the labor movements, there was a really, really big strike in the early days of the 1900s that was led by Eugene Debs. It's called the Great Pullman Strike. And maybe one of the biggest general strikes in U.S. history back then. Just massive wave of Pullman workers across the country who all laid down their tools. And, a lot of the rights that we have now in terms of labor come from that entirely, from these porters,
Yeah.
Especially a lot of these African American porters who really fought and struggled for it, you know? Absolutely.
So this is a real life train inside the museum. And we're gonna start right here.
One of the most evil things in existence, manifest destiny.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Love my nerd.
Yeah. Oh, bustling towns of Benicia, Marysville, Vallejo, and Sacramento. I've been to Vallejo and Benicia.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Marysville.
Cost her though? $2. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It was $22 when we took, but the California quarter is only $19.
That's not bad. Yeah.
When you consider inflation, that's really cheap. Did you notice these people is talking about Stanford, Huntington,
Yeah.
Mark Hopkins,
The big
Charles
four.
Crocker?
Yeah.
Promoted forest conservation, savings and loan associations. What happened to that?
But back then, Republican Party was kind of like modern day Democrat,
Yeah.
It was more liberal.
Yeah. The political girl, I thought it was interesting what she said. She said that if campaigns centered towards what is best for children, she said everything that is best for children, it all flows out to everyone else.
To everyone, yep.
Yeah, to everyone.
Yep. Since they love kids so much.
Yeah. You want to say your kids need clean drinking water. Or otherwise they could grow up
Medical
and
care.
get cancer from chemicals. They need
Education.
Clean air. Same thing. They need education.
Medical care.
Medical care, exactly. So that they don't have debilitating diseases. Yeah. So if you emphasize children, I agree with her. You emphasize children, and it applies to everyone.
Yep. I do. I agree with her.
She's so good. I love the way she,
Yeah, she started on TikTok.
I used to see her on Twitter. I used to follow her. Yeah, because it's like showing you what the tunnels look like.
Yeah.
Showing what the construction.
No, those in the bottom.
Yeah. And you can see the snow they're having to deal with.
So the bars in the bottom are supposed to be there.
Yeah, you can see there's support. So they're putting in.
You might want to pause it if you want to read it. So I'm going to show a lot of words. So you might want to pause if you want to read everything. So this is about the gold rush discrimination and discrimination against Asian Americans.
Here we go. Valencia is having me man the camera. So this is what I'm doing, filming these guys. Getting every little detail. Getting every little detail. I am not mad at you. Why would I be mad?
Did you get this?
Okay, director. Okay, Scorsese.
I would. I don't have his name.
Turn it on. It would help. Yes. So Valencia is instructing me that it would really help this video if the camera is on and working and also functional. And so thankfully it is right now. So therefore I am recording.
I thought I was filming. That's why.
Yeah. Thank you for the advice, babe.
I was telling myself. Because I'm the one that didn't turn it on.
So the Chinese Exclusion Act went from 1882 to 1943.
Wow.
When they
1943 is kind of recent.
You can do that.
So pretty.
Do the Capitol, do that, and you can do all that stuff. That's like a day to do all that. And then walk down the mall area there.
So we are in the part where there's like trains and we can get on them. So we'll take you along. A little bit more exhibits, but this is the outside of the train. Honoring Salinas Valley. Oh look! It's the leg.
Yeah.
This is a big music in.
Well, it's
Width.
gotta be big.
Yeah, because all the trains, I know.
Then it was left out in the field, and you see the holes on the side, that's from woodpeckers poking holes in it, and it pretty much just kind of rotted away.
It was made out of wood?
It's all made out of wood, except obviously the metal parts down at the bottom.
He said this was this car was on the train at Promontory Point when they put the spike in.
Oh wow.
It's the only one that survived that was there.
Wow.
And there was consideration about restoring it, but there would not be a single part left on it from the original, so why would you do that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they put it here instead.
Yeah, so it's here.
That's cool.
And
I know. I was trying to figure out the middle. What's in the middle? You know, it looks like I don't know. It's not really. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a fun view here because if you saw that there's railroads have a gauge how far the tracks are apart.
Yeah.
And there's a thing called narrow gauge, which is often 3 feet instead of 4 feet 8. The train beside us is a narrow gauge. And if you look at this car and that one, you go, wait a minute, that's a toy. Because it's that much smaller. The locomotive, you compare that locomotive, now it's a smaller steam engine, so it would be smaller anyway, but it's
It is. You can see this one just stands up higher and
feet
everything.
shorter. And so is the train cars.
Yeah.
It's a lot shorter, but that's because the narrow gauge uses smaller rails, they go around tighter corners, they go a little slower, they go through tighter spaces, so they made the train cars smaller.
Yeah.
That means you can be cheaper, and that's what narrow gauge is all about. It's kind of a fun view for me to see the two side by side and say,
Yeah.
yeah, that one's a lot bigger than that one is. Oh, okay, I get it. And then the Georgia Northern, the private rail car back there. That's another standard size. You can just see how much bigger the modern train cars are than the narrow gauge.
The narrow gauge are really big though.
Yeah.
They do look like toy trains. Really cute. Ready to go here?
This is unique with locomotives. Every other locomotive you see, the first part of the train you'll see is the smokestack. That's where all the obviously the smoke, the steam is coming out, and then you have the boiler, and then you have the engineer and fireman. But and that's true. Every steam locomotive you'll see in the museum, every steam locomotive you'll see out in the real world. Because this ran through so many tunnels and snow sheds, if you did that, and they did that to start, the engineer and firemen can't breathe because they're in a tunnel with all that smoke for so long that they would get sick and worse. They said, we have to do something. So because we burn oil, they said, well, we can turn everything around. We can put the oil 100 feet back behind us and pump it all the way up to the fire here. And now the smoke, you can see the picture up here, the smoke is now going to be behind us so you can go through the tunnel with fresh air.
Yeah.
It was very successful. They ran like this from 1910 through the 1950s. This particular one was built in 44 because in 44 they couldn't get diesel engines because of the war. So they built a few more steam engines. We are 1 million pounds of locomotive. We carry a lot of water, 26,000 gallons of water, which gets us, are you ready for this? 50 miles.
Wow.
Before you have to stop and refill. So you combine short range,
So this is the Golden Spike. This is what connected the Union Pacific Railroad when they were finishing the last lines for it specifically. This was like the final, what was dug in during the ceremony, basically. So here it is. Pretty cool. And it's got all the names of the big four all on it too. The railroad magnates. I can find the big picture. Here's a famous picture documenting the last spike.
So back then, the cameras were very bulky, and they didn't even do it on film. They took, it was the wet plate method, produced remarkably clear and detailed photographs. So the photos were still good. It just took a while to do the photography.
Yeah. This was before film.
Yeah,
specifically.
before.
Yeah. This is before the Lumiere brothers in France basically invented cinema. So
1870.
Yep. Long before that.
But I mean, surprisingly,
Not long before,
the
but
film
before.
came out really well.
Yeah.
It was very detailed and stuff.
Yeah. It's so crazy just thinking about, and I'm thinking about early movies.
Yeah.
About like the famous story about like people watching like the video of like the train on the screen and then people freaking out thinking it was going to go through the projector.
Yeah.
Like
That's Thomas Hill who did that painting. That's his painting. It says Leland Sanford commissioned a painting to commemorate the event. Famed landscape artist Thomas Hill accepted the job. Took him 4 years to complete. It's been on display at the California State Railroad Museum since it opened in 1981.
No, it can't be replicated.
it can't be. We can't reenact it. No. I'll reenact it. This was Valencia. Oh, it's interactive. It doesn't work.
1925. Wow. So like different. Let's not replicate. Because then we're never gonna eat. Well, all three of us will be there.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I'm hungry.
Yeah. I kind of know what I want.
Valencia is just waving around, just be like, film. Very great director instinct. Just like, imagine like shooting like a high profile movie and you're like, just film.
That's why I'm not a director.
How a toy train works. Oh, they got a full track too. Let's see the track. Oh my god, okay.
She's just gonna wash her hands.
Yeah.
So we're at almost the end of the museum. It's been a couple of hours now. So we try to get as much film as we can. So this is the train model. They have references to different pop cultures, stuff like Harry Potter and Spider-Man and Ninja Turtles and Where's Waldo. It's
Sound of
really
Music.
cool. And Bigfoot, he said too. Sound of the Music, yeah. So it's pretty cool.